Good morning, everybody. This is Auntie Chow. It is 9:04 on the East Coast, and I am up with this story. Chow, let me tell you what they say: suffer the little children not, for they are the kingdom. Chow, oh my God. Miley done came downtown Chow to the TikTok and then threw everybody under the bus. It's a shame when you cannot trust an adult to tell your story correctly, to believe your parent when you are in crisis. Sometimes children need an adult to do the right thing, say the right thing, so they don't have to bring it out on social media and say it for themselves when their story is being depicted differently than what it's supposed to be. Now, we got a YouTube story that came out, child, that this was the real story. Miley said, no, I'm coming out with the real story. Shout out to Reality T with Day for telling the real story. Let's get into it, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, sunshine. Let's get into it. I ain't even gonna hold y'all long. We're gonna listen to Mylie tell her own story and what's going on. So we're gonna be playing, I guess, two truths and a lie. Let's get into it. Y'all, thank you so much for coming in here early this morning with your auntie. Because, honey, this was unexpected. I got up this morning and it just bloop, fell on my daggone lap. Let's get into it. Let me bring this up on the thing so you can hear her uninterrupted. Good morning, Nikki Wow. Good morning, Kimberly White. Good morning, One Native Woman One. Good morning, y'all. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up.
So, hi, my name is Miley Downs. I'm sure you've heard about me or my situation with my mother, Lindsey Downs. I have not spoken up due to the fact that I've been trying to be the bigger person, but lies have been told about me and my family. And when it comes to my family, then it's a problem for me. So, first, I'm going to address the lies and then I'm going to tell my story. So, first, I want to address the lies that have been told about my family and my home. It has been said that my home is overcrowded and unsanitary. My stepmom, Hayden, is a stay at home mom who stays at home and cleans all day long. There's just no way my house is unsanitary. And my family built onto their house to make me a bedroom just so that I would have a bedroom to myself and it would not be overcrowded at all. The next thing that has been told is that I am vaping and doing drugs. I am doing neither of which. I have been to the doctor, and my parents have helped me quit because in the past I did, but they have helped me quit. Now, there is a picture circling the internet of me with a vape in my hand. That is
So wait a minute. So under the mom, the biological mom, she was vaping. Under the biological dad, they helped her quit. Okay.
from March of 2025 when I was living with my mom. That picture is not from now. You can tell that it is not from now. Ever since I have moved in here, I have had fun colors in my hair. There was no color in my hair at the time. This is the picture circling the internet, and you can very clearly tell that it is not from now. Due to the physical and emotional stress that Lindsey put me through, I now take a low dosage of Lexapro.
Now, honey, she didn't came out there and said, Lindsey, not my mother. Did y'all notice that? She said, Lindsey, not my mother.
Because I was having severe depression and anxiety. This medicine has helped me a lot in the past 2 months, and it has done a lot for me. The next thing I want to address is the rumors about my boyfriend and his mother. I would just like to say that Danielle is the best mother to her children, and none of the such things that have been said have actually happened. No, I do not live with my boyfriend. No, there is no photo of us laid up together. And no, we have not been at that house unsupervised. Also, it was said that my boyfriend is about to turn 18 years old. He just turned 16 of April in this year. He will be 17 of April of 2026. I will be 17 in July of 2026. He is nowhere near 18 years old. Now, Lindsey is not a suitable parent, and I will explain why.
But the way that she called her Lindsey, the way that she calls her Lindsey, not mom. Have y'all, like, what? My grown child would never call me by my first name. So you can see just the lack of respect that she has for her mom. She and the clarity that she wants to make sure that she get out there.
She has claimed to be taking a low dosage of Effexor for anxiety. This is not true. This medicine that she takes, I'm not entirely sure what it is for, but without it, she does not act like a normal human being.
Oh my God.
She is completely dependent on this medicine.
What?
Without it, she is a very angry person. She's out of control and very emotionally unstable.
Oh my God.
And with her trying to get pregnant right now, she is not taking the medicine like she should.
Trying to get pregnant?
And I have seen firsthand the way she acts without this medicine, and it is not okay. She also drinks on this medicine, which is not recommended at all. Her go-to is a sex on the beach, which she has every single time that we go to a Mexican restaurant, which, if you're from the South, you know is pretty often. They go to bars and horse races, and she drinks at all of these, and drinking on this medicine is not safe at all. This is just one reason that proves that mentally and emotionally she is not stable enough to be a parent. Next, my absences in school are not for no reason. Last week, I had a UTI that almost made me go septic.
Oh my God.
All week long, I was so sick that I could not roll over in my bed, and my stepmom, Hayden, took care of me and waited on me hand and foot all week long. As well as I had to stay home from school for about a week due to the fact that we were scared Lindsey was going to come and try to take me from school.
Oh my God.
I would also like to say that I am 16 years old and have a phone of my own. I could text my mother or call my mother whenever I want to. My parents do not care that I do that, but I choose not to because I do not want to speak to her. Now, I did not quit volleyball. I will be trying out for volleyball next season, but volleyball season is over for the year. At my old school, I was not allowed to play volleyball as per my old principal because he said that he could protect me during school, but that he could not protect me during practice. I now go to a new school and be trying out for volleyball next year, as well as doing cheer and any other sport that I can due to it being my senior year and me wanting to do as much as I can. Now, she has said that these text messages are out of context, so I'm going to give you context. First off, this one, I had accidentally left my makeup bag in her bathroom, so she pulled maggots out of a goat's foot using the tweezers out of my makeup bag. This one was right before the first time I ever met Chad. She told me that I better impress him, and she had talked to me about the fact that he had a lot of money and that I needed to impress him so that she could be with him. But the only thing she really ever talked to me about him was his money. This is the rest of that conversation of her just telling me that I better impress him. I guess I was not good enough. Now, these are text messages between me and Chad of him saying that we had things to do and him getting mad at me because I forgot to clean the kitchen. And you can see how much we were at Mexican. They were at Mexican talking about how I needed to hurry up because when I got home, I had to clean the kitchen. Now, this is a screenshot of my mother's TikTok saying that the villain era is deserved on me and that she wants to get revenge on me.
What?
I'm not sure if getting revenge on a 16-year-old is very mature, but that is her mindset, so that is what we'll go with.
Oh
Now
my
I will
God.
tell my story. So I got my tonsils out on April 25th of this year. She took me there, and when I went into surgery, she left, and my grandmother, her mom, came and picked me up, and my ex-boyfriend at the time stayed the entire time. When we all got home, they were arguing about who was going to have to stay and take care of me, and my boyfriend, who had been taking care of me the entire time, offered to take me to his house and him and his family take care of me.
You know what? This is sad that this girl has to come out here and tell this daggone story, because when the family reached out to Reality T with Day on TikTok, she was crucified at the cross. She was crucified at the cross for having the story first. She was crucified they crucified the family. They did a whole spin on this. A whole spin, because the family went to a TikToker to get her the story because they trusted that the story will go out true. Then another story comes out with, this is the real story. No, this is the real story. Because girlfriend is sitting up here putting out the receipts. She's putting out the receipts. She said, I cannot trust adults to tell the truth. This is my opinion. I cannot trust the adults to tell the truth. And the adult that my family did trust to tell the truth, they crucified her, said she was a liar, went in Facebook groups, starting all kinds of stuff. Some people got too much time on their hand and they won't tell the truth to save their life. I watched this video and the comments, they are ripping this content creator up. And the thing about it is, it takes away your trust. You gotta have integrity in this stuff. You cannot be the spin doctor for these people on these shows. It's not your job to be the spin doctor. If you really cared about children, you would have told the truth. Now this baby got to come out here and tell her own truth in order to make sure it get out. She said at the beginning, I didn't want to come out this month. Got me up here sipping coffee early in the morning on this stuff. Let's continue. This is a shame. This is a shame that adults can't do the right thing. It just looks like to me, if this person knew that this child, right, was in trouble, they wouldn't call CPS because they so busy trying to be friends with cast members. I digress. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion about what I'm seeing out here on these streets. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section, but let's continue.
Take me to his house and him and his family take care of me, and that is exactly what we did. So I stayed and lived with my ex-boyfriend for about a month while he took care of me every single day when I got my tonsils out, and I continued to stay there after that for a little bit. He would wake up 3 times a night in the middle of the night and give me my medicine and then go back to sleep, wake up, and go to school the next day, every single day for weeks. During this, she was out living the life with Chad, just doing whatever she wanted to do while I was laid in bed sick. So this continued until I got in trouble on May 19th, and they made me move in the house with them, Chad and Lindsey. And Chad continued to yell at me all night long when I had met him twice. All summer long, we were made to work on the farm from starting around 7 or 8 o'clock, working until 5, 6, 7 o'clock, maybe possibly later, just depending on however Chad felt that day. And we would do the normal things you do on a farm, but it's very hard work. We did not get a choice in this, and we did not get paid for this at all. Towards the end of the summer, we were allowed to work for money at the car lot, cleaning and detailing cars, and I would run errands a lot.
God dang.
But that was the only money we were allowed to make.
God,
we were not allowed to have jobs anywhere else. Now, in September, I got in trouble again, and my mom brought me here, and my mom and my parents had a conversation. My parents said that they would allow me to come stay here, and my mother chose to take me back anyways after saying that she did not want me there. If you want to hear the voicemail of them saying that they did not want me there, I can show that in another video. So the next day, my parents called CPS, and CPS came to the house and told me that they wanted to see the bruises on me. I showed them the bruises, and they continued to try to say that those were from volleyball, when volleyball does not leave bruises on your butt or bruises on your knees as much as they were on my knees.
Oh my God.
I have to make a part 2, so go look for my part 2.
Okay, hold on. Let me get
Hi,
the part
my name
2.
is Mylie. So this is the part 2 to my first video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it. So I'm just going to finish my story and give y'all some more receipts of everything. So I left off in the last video where CPS had came to my house and asked to see the bruises on me. I showed them the bruises. The bruises on my knees were from the military workouts that Chad was making us do.
Oh my God. So the rumor is true? Why are you making the kids do military drills? And you got people out here spinning stories. And this little girl is crying out for help. They got CPS all involved. Like, this is atrocious. But what I will not forget, and what you cannot overlook, is that this was said.
Sign over rights. Hayden can adopt her, and I want her removed off of all of my stuff so that when she gets in trouble, like she's about to with them, it doesn't fall back on me. That's what I need. I need them to allow me to sign over my rights. They don't have to file an emergency custody order. And I told CPS this. And
like lunges and duck walks, but when we did our lunges, our knees had to hit the gravel, and we had to say this saying while we said our duck walks. When CPS saw all of this, they took pictures, and then I said I wanted to leave, and they took me to my dad's house. From then, they looked at the house and left me there, and we had a safety plan that said that I would stay at my dad's on the weekends and stay at Brad's house during the weeks. And at the time, they left me at my dad's. So from then,
wait a minute. Did she say they had a safety plan? That she would stay at her dad's house, who people been criticizing where he been, why he ain't been there. She was locked up. So let's talk about her. Did she just say they had a safety plan that she would stay with her father on the weekend, stay with her mom through the week, but they didn't come and get her? Is that what the baby just said? Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section, because maybe I missed it.
sign over rights. Hayden can adopt her, and I want her removed off of all of my stuff so that when she gets in trouble, like she's about to with them, it doesn't fall back on me. That's what I need. I need them to allow me to sign over my rights. They don't have to file an emergency custody order. And I told CPS this. And
I think 2 days had passed, and Gammy had decided to go and get my phone fixed to where I could use my phone, because my mom had locks on my phone where I could not get onto any of my apps, and we thought that she had spyware on my phone, which, if you don't know what spyware is, basically they can see and hear anything you do on your phone. So we took it to AT&T and we got everything off. And from there, it was like domino effect. Lindsey decided that she wanted to cancel the safety plan and try to come and get me. And CPS called, and my parents did not let me go. Lindsey and her friend sat in the road beside our mailbox for about an hour and a half, saying that deputies were going to come get me, and that if I did not come with them willingly, they were going to send me to JDC, which is juvie. So I had to move because I had to charge my phone. So I went outside unless the cops said that I had to come with them. No police ever showed up, and CPS was calling us multiple times in a row.
Oh my God, y'all. This is sad. Y'all, this is sad as this is just sad. Y'all make sure that this story goes viral. Y'all make sure that y'all put this daggone video up so everybody can see it.
So from then, CPS decided they did not want to talk to my family anymore because my family was so upset with her. The woman had said things about me, saying that I was a liar and a manipulator, and this person just does not say to a family. We truly, truly believe that.
And that's true, because a CPS worker who's doing an interview or engaging with minors or children, right, is supposed to listen and have no opinion one way or the other.
That Lindsey paid off this CPS worker. And so from then,
paid her off.
Lindsey and me and the CPS worker had a three-way call to where I tried to get my point across and they would not let me speak. Every time I tried to speak, they decided to yell over me or something else, and I eventually got fed up. I was trying to get my point across and they would not let me, and eventually I yelled the words, and I quote, "If you make me go back there, I will jump off a bridge and kill myself."
Oh my Jesus. Oh my God.
Quote. To which Lindsey replied, "Okay, I think it's time we take the next steps," and hung up. So from then, I just sat there waiting for somebody to come pick me up and take me, because I knew that was where I was going. We talked to the deputy of our county, who said they were not sending anyone to come get me that night. Then eventually a welfare person showed up to come talk to me because they had called and said that I was going to try to end my life. Which those were not my words. My words were I was going to end my life if they tried to send me back there. So my family sent them off because there was random people in our yard and it was 9:30 at night and we had no idea who they were or what they were there for. The CPS lady then called Hayden, saying that if she did not let me talk to them and I ended up harming myself, that it was going to be her fault. They ended up sending a CIT officer and a welfare person to come check on me, and they did not find me a harm to myself, and they left me here. From then, we thought it was over, and the next day we were going to a lawyer's office to get emergency custody. Next day, Lindsey saw that my phone location was at a lawyer's office and decided to call and say that she was going to sign her rights over and that she wanted Hayden to adopt me. All we had to do was show up and sign the papers.
Y'all, my stomach is jumping.
Sign over rights. Hayden can adopt her, and I want her removed off of all of my stuff so that when she gets in trouble, like she's about to with them, it doesn't fall back on me. That's what I need. I need them to allow me to sign over my rights. They don't have to file an emergency custody order. And I told CPS this. And
we knew that this was a lie and we did not show up. And it did end up, in fact, being a lie. We talked to the lawyer that she said she was at. That lawyer will not represent her anymore. So from then we got emergency custody and I stayed here for about a month before anything else happened. Now, Lindsey had gone online and got on a live and started saying things about me that were not true, which really, really made some people around us angry. From then, screenshots were sent to a blogger online who told our story, and Lindsey got really upset that my story was out there. Which everything that's going on right now is really crazy to me because I know that Lindsey's trying to save face, but her lying about me and my family is not doing anything for her. This is not me trying to out her in any way. This is me sticking up for myself and my family. Now I will show you a voicemail that Chad sent to my dad the day I got in trouble and said I wanted to go live with him.
Hey, Jamie, it's Chad Booker. I was going to give you a phone call and tell you, Miley's wanting to come live with you, and I've been raising your kid for the last 3 or 4 months, and she's a good kid. If you want me,
3 or 4 months. All of this stuff has happened in 3 or 4 months. And he says that she's a good kid. So then where's she a bad kid and all of this coming from? He said she a good kid. Or did I miss it? Y'all, my stomach is flipping.
If you want to take her, just call me back and I'll meet you and she can come stay at your house.
Like she a piece of cattle. They treating this girl like a piece of cattle. A plant, in my opinion. In my opinion, that is how they are treating her. If you want to come and take the calf, you can come and take the calf. It's a good calf. But if you want to, you come get the calf. And he said, I've been raising her for 4 months. When does she get a transition period? She didn't, if he only been raising her, according to what Mylie is playing, for 3 to 4 months, get a girl a year to make an adjustment to working on the Mylie is indicating that she been working on the railroad. She been putting up fence. She been doing this. She been doing that. That's a big adjustment from her living with her grandmother than living with her ex-con mom, and with Blaine, because when did she live with just her mother? When we looked at the show, if we're to believe that Love After Lockup is a legitimate show and it's showing us their legitimate life, right? Then when did Mylie ever live with just her and her mother? When did she ever live with just her and her mother? Because when we never saw a transition period where the girl was living with her mother. We saw her go from Deontay to Deontay, the fighting tree.
Or she can live by my rules, one of the two. But I ain't got nothing against you or nothing, but just from one daddy to the next. I just wanted you to know she wants to come live with you, and we're ready to bring her to you. Just let me know one way or another. My number's 6.
I won't disclose his phone number just because that is personal and very private. But they did say that they did not want me anymore and that I could live here, but now they're taking that back. Now, he did just say that I was a good kid, but that I wasn't living by the rules. But the rules were that I was having to detail cars until 8 or 9 o'clock at night and go put up fence posts. At dark. Yes, I got in trouble, but things should not take the turn that they took. CPS did take a picture of the bruises on me, on my knees and my butt. Of course, I cannot show you the picture of the bruises on my butt, but I will show you a picture of the bruises on my knees. This is what my knees looked like.
Oh my God.
So this is the part 2 to my first video. If you haven't seen that, go watch it.
Oh my God. Y'all, let's just take a pause. Because that dad gonna show you. This child needs prayer, therapy, and a safe place. I salute her bravery, but they tried to do this through another means. Cynthia, you're so right because I'm telling you, there is a content creator who people have been dragging in their comment section. It is so easy to stand on the outside and try to defend an adult, but that's a cop out from doing the real thing. Is protecting his child. Miley is like, I gotta do this. Like I said earlier, they tried to go to another content creator because they wanted the truth to get out. They took this content creator that gave the side of the story from the family and said she was a liar. She won't telling the truth. They crucified the parents, the stepmother, the grandmother. In my opinion, a whole spin story. Instead of saying, I am going to have some integrity in this and I am going to do what's best for the child, not for the D-list celebrity, in my opinion. There comes a time and a place when people have to question the integrity of people who are telling the story. And I think that people are starting to pay attention and to say, you are just trying to cover or spin a story that makes Lindsey look good. When reality TV with Day, y'all make sure y'all follow her on TikTok, came out and told the month and truth, because in my opinion, she told the truth because everything that Mylie has said is a confirmation of what that TikToker put out in the street. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Lindsey sent me a DM indicating that the girl doxed her. Who gives a who cares about that? In my comment section, she come up in my comment section, not to say I didn't do none of this because she already got, in my opinion, a spinner, somebody that's going to spin the story for her. So I'm not of use for you to say, okay, auntie, let's talk about this. Because I already got somebody, in my opinion, who going to spin the story my way. I'm going to feed them with information. Y'all, these are my opinions. Instead, you coming and talking about, out of everything I said in that video, you're going to come out and say, she doxed me. If you don't. Why get her if you don't know how to parent? Why get her if you can't parent her? I think the most truthful thing, in my opinion, that Lindsey said is, I don't want her. And if you don't, why is Miley saying that you and your girlfriend sitting out there an hour and a half? Y'all flipped the story. Now the girl plays a daggone clip. She plays a clip of the daggone father or the stepfather who done had her 3 or 4 months saying, come and get her. She's a good child. Come and get her. You want to, like, this doesn't make any sense to me. This is disgusting. My stomach is flipping. I'm glad I ain't had no breakfast yet because I probably would throw it all up. This is disgusting, and this is about a child's life. And we cannot be out here spinning stories and forcing, in my opinion, this girl to have to come and not only defend what reality TV would day on TikTok had to say, but she had to defend herself. This should never happen. This should never happen. And people need to be ashamed of themselves for not standing up for the child and want to go around and say this is typical teenage behavior. No, it's not. Just like the video that we did yesterday on the kids in Chicago, this is not typical behavior from teenagers. There are billions of teenagers who are successful in life and grow up to be your doctor, grow up to be the firefighter when you have something going on in your house, grow up to be honorable policemen, grow up to be honorable researchers, grow up to be good citizens to our country and our world. This is not motherfucking typical behavior. It is typical behavior if you got somebody that allegedly is letting you sleep with someone else in the room and sending you a text message saying that the CONs need to be bigger. And you say, turn the TV on. In my opinion, if you step brothers and sisters, and there's a possibility that you are going to be a step brothers and sisters, that it seems a little ancestral to me. What are you saying, baby? What are you saying? Okay. Okay, I will. Okay. I didn't see it because, last night we was out here. Thank you so much for letting me know, boo. I will absolutely go over there. I love me some Amber because Amber gonna cover the story. She gonna cover the truth. She just gonna cover the story. She just gonna cover the story. I respect her. She's just gonna tell the truth. I'll go out there and look at it. Last night we was out here doing the Chicago video, and so I was doing that, and then I got a life, right? And I got a bunch of videos that I'll be uploading today. But I will absolutely listen to what Amber have to say. Because I respect her, because she just gonna cover the story. She's gonna give her opinion, and she gonna be out. She not spinning no story for nobody. That's why you have got to make sure that you stay outside of being friends with these people, which is what I was telling the members about Deontay. I ended up getting into a relationship with Deontay that makes me that for me to cover a story about Deontay, right? It puts me in a position where I want to protect and I want to tell a story. So guess what? I can't tell a story, because I would rather lead with integrity and honesty than trying to cover up and make excuses for what people do and what they go through in their life. And I came out to the members and I was honest about it. When you are laying in bed with the enemy, you got to get up and wash your and get up out of the situation. Don't cover it if it's your friend. But it's okay. Keep doing it. And after a while, people will see behind the mask. This little girl is crying out and telling her mother's story. She had to come out and tell her story. She is stuck in a cycle of uncertainty. She got CPS in her face. Can you imagine trying to navigate through life? Your soccer coach says, look, or volleyball or whatever the sport she was in, I can't protect you. Your mother sitting around the corner with her girlfriend for an hour and a half. She said there was supposed to be some type of conversation and they didn't even trust it, so they didn't show up. This is hideous. This is disgusting. When I saw it this morning, I was like, that's vindication for both Miley and reality TV with Day on TikTok. But there will still be people who will have the mindset that this little girl need to sit down in a corner and shut the fuck. That she need to be grateful for the breadcrumbs she get, that she shouldn't be out here talking about her mother. You know why? Because they think that they know Lindsey. I'm telling you, Lindsey never, ever addressed the allegations with me. All she wanted me to do was know that reality TV made her a victim because she was stalking her. Girl, you got bigger fish to fry than to be worrying about reality TV. You got bigger fish to fry with that family that felt like they needed to go to her. This is all about integrity, y'all, in my opinion. And this is about this little girl 16 years old, should be thinking about what college she's going to. And she's out here showing us bruises on her knees and calling her mama by her first name. Order in the motherfucking court. I done broke my nail tapping that thing like that. She is crying out. This is a cry for help. I do too. I think so too. Her grandmother did a great job. Her grandmother did a great job with her saying enough is enough, and I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna tell my daggone story about this boo. I have not seen what Amber said, but I'm sure that it is done above board and it's done based on facts. That's why, I usually don't have to run videos like this. Y'all know what I mean by that when I say that. But I was like, I'm putting this up here. And why have her if your heart is saying, if you can call CPS, right? And you can tell you can call CPS because according to Amber, not Amber, hold on. According to Lindsey, let me play it.
Sign over rights. Hayden can adopt her, and I want her removed off of all of my stuff so that when she gets in trouble, like she's about to.
If you can say you want her removed off of your stuff, and then you can say at the end, and I told CPS this, leave her alone. Let her stay where she is. Would you say all the receipts? Yeah, I'm going to have to see what Amber said. You got to do another reaction video to it when you watch it. I think it's that crazy with all the receipts. Amber, what? Is that good? Oh, I'm gonna have to text Amber then and tell ask Amber, can I do a reaction video to it? Because I don't use nobody content without asking them. When I decided to even talk about this story, I went to reality TV. She came up the other day, so sweet, so sweet. She was like, not a problem. She know me from a bridge. Let me find out. I'm going to have to hit Amber up and do a reaction video to what Amber did. Is it that good? Is this on Amber YouTube or Amber TikTok? Amber started to follow me on TikTok. I'm like, girl, I don't do TikTok. Let me see. Amber. According to Amber. I see one from 4 days ago. Is that what you're talking about? He got one from 3 days ago. Okay, wait a minute. Amber did this from, is this a video from, how old is the video? Okay. Okay, so Val, question. What day did Amber put this up? Is this a new video from Amber or an old video from Amber? What's the title of the video? Somebody can tell me that. Because y'all, my time be limited. I ain't got time to be looking through all Amber stuff. Okay, let me go to recently upload. Was it a live Amber did? Well, Amber don't really do lives. Is it the one that says CPS removed Lindsey's daughter from her custody? So Nikki Wow is this one? I'll buzz Amber. I'll buzz Amber and see if I can do a reaction video to it. Hold on, let me see. I'll reach out to Amber. Oh, it was 2 or 3 days ago. So what receipts did Amber have? That's different from what reality TV had. Okay, I'll reach out to Amber. Let me reach out to her now. Let me reach out to her now. Okay, I'll reach out to Amber. I thank y'all so much for being here. Y'all make sure y'all make this go viral. Send this out, put this out on all your social media platforms. Tag this video, do whatever you got to do because people need to see what the little girl had to say. This is a gag shame. I really tried to appeal the other day to Lindsey as a mom. That's what my video was about. I tried to appeal to the mother in her. But now when I'm seeing all these spin stories and then I see this child coming out, it makes me think about my own child. If my child will come out, right, I would hate for my child to feel like they don't have a way to connect to me, a way to talk to me, anybody to listen to them in my friend and my family groups. And they got to go to social media to say something. Instead of being able to sit down with me and say, Mom, here's where I'm at with this. Mom, this is what I need. And trust me to hear them. Well, I may hear and I may not agree, right? I may not agree with what is being said, but I got to be an ear. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I got a long day and I will be making videos. I'll reach out to Amber and see whether or not I can do a reaction video to it. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day on purpose. Y'all be seeing a lot of me today. Bye, y'all.